Hey, so this time we're going to mainly focus on the career aspects of being a student. Using myself as an example, engineering was never something I actually dreamed about. I was told every once in a while that because I was good at math and science that I should look into being an engineer. So eventually I decided to do my own research. There was nothing that I could call my dream job, so I started my research from a broad aspect. I mainly did this by watching YouTube videos of college students giving their experiences as engineering majors, and I also looked for videos of those already in the field. I'm the type of person that has a lot of interests, but at the same time, engineering had a lot of career paths that can be taken. So it was hard for me to choose a specific branch of engineering I should focus on. But fortunately, I had the idea that not all of my interests were going to be something that I would actually stick with in the future. So I sat down one day and decided which ones were going to be my actual passionate interests. Now I want to make a quick side note. Experience is a key player in finding passionate fields of interest. That's one of the reasons that adults tell students to look into finding internships and research opportunities. Because when you get the chance to actually experience something, you may come to realize that that specific topic that you believe in you would have a lot of fun in is not something you'd like to stick with for a long time. It's because of my experiences that I started to gain clarity of what I would like to pursue in the future. Okay, so back to the main point. I eventually began stumbling upon various interests of mine that I had actual passion for as I continued gaining experience as a college student. Some of these interests were in energy, material science, nanotechnology, research, teaching, and entrepreneurship. So, entrepreneurship and teaching were kind of like big surprises to me because my younger self would never have tried to pursue something like that. From there, I decided that the energy industry, specifically solar power, would be my primary focus, and I'm seriously excited about it. School was always just something I knew I had to go to, but once you have goals in mind for after college, after high school, it you start to see the importance of why you're learning all these things. Eventually, I began to set my eyes on the big giants of the industry, such as Elon Musk with Tesla. And after researching the company itself and Elon Musk's perspectives on things and where he believes the energy industry is going to be in the future, I eventually started to set my eyes on Solar City and Tesla Energy. Eventually, I stumbled upon Dr. Vladimir Bulovic, an MIT professor, giving a TED Talk. And in this video, he was basically presenting his work on a flexible, transparent photovoltaic cell that would innovate the solar industry. By now, YouTube had a good understanding of what I've been looking for, so that's how I found out about his research. I began to look into Dr. Bulovic and found out that he was an electrical engineer, he does nanotechnology research, and he's a co-founder to a few startups. So he's basically doing everything that I have great interest in. Seeing his work basically opened my eyes to all the new innovations that was happening in the solar industry and reaffirmed my decision to focus on the solar industry. So now I'm here with a career path that I actually want to venture into. Like, that never really happened for me. I have always had backup plans ready, like becoming a professor or something like that, but I never had a number one plan to follow. I know that sounds backwards, but that's how it was for me, and I know that everyone doesn't have everything settled and planned for, so sharing my story could help someone else who's trying to figure things out. So, what's next for me? It's the same as what should be next for you once you've come into such realizations of your career path. The first thing that should be done is to improve upon what you've been doing and make the right changes to support your new ideals. So, what should you improve upon? Well, the first thing you should do is to start taking your courses more seriously, if you haven't already been doing so. That's an easy answer, right? Like, it's the first thing you should think of, especially if your coursework is directly related to your future career. Even if it's not directly related, but it's a mandatory class, there are indirect ways that taking the class seriously can benefit you. After that idea has been settled, you can open the door to other responsibilities of your road towards your career goals. After I received this understanding, I listed the rest of what I should be doing for my career goals. I should seek research opportunities with professors on topics related to my goals. I should apply for summer internships and research opportunities way before the deadline is urgent. I should start looking into graduate schools from this semester and try to take the GRE in the beginning of my spring semester. Just in case I don't get the scores that would be acceptable to the graduate schools of interest, then I can make adjustments later on. I should build a list of companies of interest just in case I decide on not going into graduate school right after getting my degree. And finally, I should try to stay up to date with new innovations to the solar industry and try to learn more about the field and the background science of the field. So as a closing to this video, I want you to remember this. What you do, your actions, your thoughts, they're more important than you realize. Even if you don't believe what you're doing in the present is important, trust that your hard work toward your career goals is going to be deeply appreciated by your future self. Thank you for watching.